Uh, here's my number, and call me maybe. Okay. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Autism activated. Oh, give me that. Okay. What the bro? What? Why? Jesus! Like the brain focus real. Holy shit. Yeah, two videos for the day. I don't want to become the next TGR because the way I was geeking at the beginning. And yeah, I watch his course. I'm using his strategy, but I also, of course, made my research besides of his strategy, like besides of his boot camp, because there's still so much shit I don't know and I have to learn. And I think his boot camp covers up pretty many things, basic things that you need. But yeah, there's still so much shit you need to learn, which I did, and there's way more to learn from me. So I still have a lot to do, a lot of practice, and yeah. Now, this is only some kind of daily bias, finding training setups and analyzing the charts and trying to predict what's going to happen. So this is actually not going to be my trading video. So yeah, means maybe I think actually the next video will be starting the funded challenge on funding pips. But anyways, now I was yapping too much. Well, I said I want funding pips, forex, commodities, but still past few days I was training to trade futures because I was planning to go to top step, but I still want to go to top step. But first of all, you know, forex, pips, funding pips. But yeah, I still want to show you what I was reading and seeing. Okay. Now gold future. Now actually the reason why I was picking gold future for the main thing I want to focus on regarding futures is because I was kind of missing that I can't trade commodities. So means when I go to top step, I still can trade something which is very similar to gold, like the gold future. I mean, because it is the gold, as you can see, gold against the US dollar. Let's go to the hourly as well. As you can see, it's like basically the same because it feels like that of course also makes sense, right? Because it's like only like betting on the gold, so like yeah, it's only betting on the gold price basically. But still, because it feels like that the E-mini S&P 500 future and the Nasdaq future is slightly different. But anyways, now what was I seeing here? Why did I put in these building blocks? Now, first of all, of course, now the markets are closed, so I don't know if this will still count when the markets are going to open on Monday, especially because it starts with Asia session, then goes to London session, then New York. You know this. I hope so. And yeah, well, right now I was looking first of all at the monthly, of course, and as we can see, monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish, daily daily was actually bearish, but I don't want to rely on this little lag, so I think it will retrace to the weekly and the monthly. Because what did we learn? High time frames hold higher power. Nice. But still, you don't necessarily want to place your trade against the daily bias, right? So in theory, if you find like a good opportunity, like confirmation, to get like a good to have like a good execution, I still would go, bearish because of the daily bias. But as soon as I scale down, it's all bullish. 4 hours, bullish. 1 hour, bullish. 30 minutes, bullish. 50 minutes, bullish. Now here it starts to chop a bit, but as you can see, overall it starts to be bullish. Like almost every single time frame is bullish except the daily. So it actually looks like, if you can say like support and resistance or whatever, But yeah, right now I think this is only like the one leg, for the higher high, higher lows type of shit. So I'm pretty confident I will retrace back to the weekly and the monthly. So what was I drawing right there? Well, we know that the daily bias is bearish, but the monthly and weekly and everything else is bullish. So what am I waiting for? I want to go actually long, but not particularly throughout the whole day. So I want to wait that the price draws to a certain area, and then actually maybe get my entry, because still, as I mentioned, I still think it will go back, retrace to the monthly and weekly. So I was looking at this area. You can see fat candle going down. Boom. Also fair value gap is filling out. It's about to fill out, and I also saw here in the smaller time frames, right there. Here, what is some kind of liquidity sweep, like a very small, like, yeah, slow market shift. So I technically see here an order block. Now we can say, yeah, it already got type of filled out here, but with this fair value gap, I think, what, or at least what I hope, that it goes down again. Filling, no, first of all, filling this bearish fair value gap, also at least touching the top of this order block, and then going up again. And it also placed equilibrium. So yeah, I have like three retracement blocks, which I want to use to get like a fortunate entry, a top, let's say some kind of top entry, to have like a very clean execution. So 100%, I want to have like my trade place below the equilibrium, and like, let's say top entry would be like the top of the order block in case if it will retrace, and then going long. So let's say it goes like it goes somewhere right here, then I would place my long right there. um and how where would I put my stop loss? Now, of course, I can drag it down there to the liquidity sweep, otherwise I get stopped out like a motherfucker. But yeah, and I actually doubt it at some point. So I will draw it, like, let's say, to the bottom, to my other order blocks. Order blocks. Let's say maybe the top, but maybe it goes like down there. So where do we want to go? Let's draw a recent area of liquidities. So on the very small time frame, I see liquidity here. So it's like very not that safe, but I have like enough confirmation for the other blocks. It's still kind of risky, but as I mentioned, I still have like kind of confirmation from this other blocks and the time frames and the weekly and monthly bias. So I would actually put it down there. And where would I put the take profit? As you can see, I was drawing in lines, retracing previous areas of liquidity. Here, here. So I would place it there, combined with multiple take profits. So my first bro, my first trade, bro, brain fog. My first take profit would be here, up there. My second one would be up there, and the last one up here. So I would have three take profits, and as soon as it hits the second take profit, I will place a break even take profit right there. So because we don't know if it goes for, or if it takes also this liquidity out. So yeah, break even here. So this would be like a very clean trade. Like, come on, this is very clean. Like, for me, it's very beautiful to read. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Bro, this is it's so beautiful to read this. Like, next to the S&P 500, it's fucking ugly. Oh my god, bro, this was so frustrating. Now you see it here already. I still was able, in the paper trade now, how I would do it in real if I would like using a funded account or like a live account. First, take profit here, so was taking this take profit, what, around about there was like 2K. So I think with 50, like I would have taken like 1K out of there. So yeah, Yeah, there's not much to say. And then, yeah, to be honest, now I would still, I think, let this position open until I would actually risk this to let it go to the stop loss. Sorry. But yeah, what was my daily bias and my confluence or confirmations? Man, sorry when I'm burping. Those I was eating eggs and they caused me to burp. My bad. So, bro, you see, it starts to get very ugly. It's very choppy. I don't like it. So this was a very ugly to take this straight, to be honest. And yeah, well, the daily bias was what? The daily bias was actually, yeah, m- weird to tell. I would say more likely bullish. Like, oh no, it was more likely like a bearish, but it was like going like kind of bullish at some point. So overall, I would say it's intending to go up, and it's not going to be like a small like up only to proceed the downtrend. Well, no, sorry, forget what I've said. Oh yeah, the daily buy. Oh, now I remember. The reason why I was taking this long, I was looking for confirmation in the lower time frames for a fortunate execution, and then because the daily bias, I mean, it was kind of going up, but overall, you see, I think it will be a retracement because right now it's on a downtrend, and I think it's going to be a retracement and taking out previous areas of liquidity on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly because now was going up very, very clean, but now he was the break of structure, and here's the market shift. So it goes down, boom, down, and now we it was like almost a pretty clean down, so we wasn't seeing any lags, and now here's like the first leg up, but I'm pretty sure it will like go down again, so it keeps going down. Now it's on the, it's right now bearish, so this is actually the reason why I was placing this, taking placing a sell position, like getting down to small time frames and looking for confirmation. And I need to remember what my confirmation was, to be honest. Um, actually the hourly. Okay, this wasn't that smart, anyways. I rather would have gone down to the 10, 5, or 1 minute time frame for looking for confirmation to place my trade, or combined with the 1 and 4 hour. Now, anyways, as you can see, overall, it's now the daily bias. When we look at this one leg, I would say is bullish, but as we can see, it is still obviously on a downtrend, and I'm doubting that it goes like pretty much up because let's go back to the weekly. Now you see, now right there, the word like some legs down, but this is obvious, an obvious break of structure to me. So yeah, we want to go short on that, but the question is when is the ideal moment to go short? So I wasn't really sure. I just saw like a liquidity sweep, boom, going up, like an uptrend right there. Um, Order block was slightly touching the top. Yeah, was touching the top going up. And then what did I see right there? I think on the 4 hour I saw, yeah, on the 4 hour I saw a fair value gap. So we have here a fair value gap. Also here imbalance of liquidity. And then, I wasn't pretty sure. I still did not have enough confirmation. So I wanted to hit equilibrium. So we have like multiple, let's say, um, co- retracement tools to get confirmation from. So when price goes down, because also we can see here break of structure of the uptrend. Oh, so fuck, I'm getting lost. Forget it, forget it again. So right now the daily bias is up, but overall weekly and monthly is down. So we will retrace and take out previous areas of liquidity. And right now we want to go low, but we wait for a good trading setup. So we need confluence. So what do we see right there? Downtrend, Liquidity sweep, break of structure, going up, 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 farewell gap right there, imbalance right there, but still going up. Oh, what happens here? Break of structure, order block, touches the top of the order block. No, sorry, it didn't. Yeah, here. Break of structure, order block, and when this candle goes up here and then all the way down, then this looks pretty good because we have here twice imbalances. Here, break of structure to the downside. Now what do we want? To touch like the bottom of this order block and then rally down. So maybe this could like, go the opposite and we might be wrong on that and it still goes up like what the daily bias is like basically. But yeah, I still think and hope that it will retrace on the monthly and weekly and take out previous areas of liquidity and also, fill out these imbalances, hitting the top of this order block and then, rally down. Now, this was kind of a lot to yap. I think this video could have been shorter when I wasn't so, getting off track a bit, but this is a brain fog. But I think this was like a good video. Even so, I'm going to start a funded challenge for Forex. Still doing a small like trading recap and also like some kind of back testing or whatever you want to call the gold future. Like overall, my thoughts, my confirmation, the confluences. So yeah, that's it.